Good evening, YouTube. Wanted to submit a video response to the Silent Puffer's April 10 questions. Before I do that, I am smoking some Mississippi River, Seattle Pipe Club's Mississippi River, in a basic Missouri Meerschaum corn cup. Of course, using my orange lighter. So, let the questions begin. So the first tobacco that I liked, we'll talk about the tobaccos that I recently tried when I got back into pipe smoking again back in January. When I first did that, I bought a bunch of small 1 and 2 ounce samples of a whole slew of tobaccos from a local brick and mortar, 82nd Avenue Pipe and Tobacco. And out of all of them, the first one that I really liked was the Balkan Supreme, which I believe is a Peter Stockaby? No. Yes. I would have to say that my current favorite is, gosh, that's a hard one. I'm still really working through a lot of different tobaccos to figure out what's good out there. Right now my favorites, I'll have to say, is what I'm smoking here right now, Mississippi River, which, this is actually only, I think, the third bowl I've had of it, but it's a very, very tasty smoke. That or Frogmorton Cellar, between the two right now. Well, really, pipe smoking is what got me to kind of open myself up and make YouTube videos. Watching the pipe smoking videos that other people did, after deciding to get back into it, and I went to YouTube to figure out how to smoke again. Proper ways of packing a pipe, and if there's proper ways of lighting, for that matter, and just other things that I've learned through watching all these other videos from all of you. My current favorite pipe, shoot. I'll have to come back to that one when I'm more prepared. So my favorite pipe right now is one that I haven't shown you yet. One that I got as part of a lot of 4 pipes altogether. It's this one here. It's I think it's a light bent or small bent pot. It's got some nice grain in it. Sandblast. As you can see here, once it focuses, there we go. Yeah, I really love the color and the size. It's got a nice bowl size. It it had some charring here on the rim, but it cleaned up pretty well. Still kind of stained in there, but yeah, I think it looks good. You can see I got some teeth marks on it, but yeah, it's a tinderbox Exotica, made in Israel. So not a name brand, but a really good pipe. Smokes well. Liking it. Now this one, I really haven't smoked a pipe in a lot of different places. really, the place that I do it the most is in my living room after a day of work, sitting in my lounge chair, and just relaxing. So I'd say that's it. I am an avid movie buff, um, and I used to be a video gamer. I still dabble in video games. Um, yeah, unfortunately, I recently haven't had time much for hobbies beyond those. Um, work and time with the daughter. That's a fun hobby. Time with the daughter. Now this one's a hard one to answer. I really don't not having bought any of the indie pipe makers pieces yet. Um, I haven't been able to experience them in person, but I would have to say more than likely, um, of what I've seen, I think Sparky's pipes has got to be my favorite. Just the detail that he puts in the designs that he makes. And looking at older videos versus newer videos, you can see how his ability in dealing with the briar has matured and grown, and that's awesome to see. I prefer to order online. I do buy from my local B&B or brick and mortar B&M, um, purely on a whim basis. Impulse, wanting to try something new that particular day. Wanting to smoke a bowl, a pipe bowl, and wanting to try something different than what I have. That's when I'll go to them. But really online. Um, you know, Being able to avoid the 30% tobacco tax is nice. Now that one for me, living in Oregon, is unfortunately kind of limited, due to the laws in Oregon. Um, there's a lot of tobacco online tobacco shops that won't ship to Oregon. So I do have a limited availability. Smoking pipes .com and pipesandcigars.com are the two places I go. Pipes and Cigars is probably, again, I've only probably had 2 or 3 orders in total, 4 actually, over the last couple months. But Pipes and Cigars has been the one that I've gone to over, more than once. Now that for me, that's a pretty easy one, but it's kind of hard to explain, I guess. The one thing that I would change would have a major effect on life as we know it, and that would really just be mutual respect for other human beings. If every person, every human in the world respected every other person as much as they respect anyone, we would not have a lot of the problems that we have in these days and times. That would get rid of a lot of things, wars. It wouldn't necessarily have to change religion, because one religion having respect for other people having their own ideas would make things easier. You know, being a Christian myself, one thing I found very interesting. I watched a video recently about a program called Jews for Jesus, where they're in, you know, the capital of Judaism and Christianity, you know, in the Middle East, and there is so much negativity in that area, against other people's thoughts and ideas, and the idea that people can have other thoughts and ideas other than, you know, the ones that you have. And yeah, they kind of just shares in that whole having respect for other humans, respecting that other people can believe different things. I want to thank you for the opportunity to answer your questions. I appreciate the inquiry, and I hope you guys enjoy my responses. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Yes.